guys, I'm here. Welcome back. Today we just got our first full trailer for the upcoming Superman film. I am excited. The first trailer, I think, did a really good job at setting the tone and laying the groundwork. It did exactly its job. It gave us a good tease. You know, as much as I'm being cautiously optimistic about this film because I really do want it to succeed. Obviously, as a DC guy, this whole journey, these last couple of years, this last decade at this point, has been a roller coaster, to say the least. And I would love to just hit a stride and for this to just kind of take off, just like Superman, take off. As much as I love James Gunn's work, and there's not been a single thing of his that I have watched and I did not like. As much as that is the case, there's still this itch in the back of my mind that's just kind of sitting there and be like, well, don't get too excited. But every little thing I've seen, and that last teaser trailer really did it for me. And I'm excited to see what we see in this, because that was just the teaser. I can't wait to see what they're showing off for us today. So let's get ready to hop in and check out this brand new trailer. Here we go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Oh. So even that's already out of the field.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Or maybe she finds out in the movie.
Under a lot of fire for what some might. It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
Flag.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman.
Oh, he's taking it personally.
Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me and doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Yo. Oh. Oh. Yo. Whoa.
Your choices. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
Oh, dude.
Not. Except that.
Holy shit.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Dude. God damn it, man. Oh.
You have a dog?
Yes, he does. Dude. Holy shit. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm excited, man. I'm so here for this. Like, when everybody tries to like make a judgment one way or the other about his actions, like he was like, you went into a war zone and you stopped a war. You entered a country illegally without any kind of, you know, authority. You know, you represent us. He was like, no, I don't. I represent me and I'm just doing good. You know, I like that conversation. You know, should he be restricted by these boundaries and all these different types of things? You know, he saved lives, because no matter how you look at it, he did prevent so many people from dying, according to the way they're delivering this, obviously. But then there's the optics of that in the way that, you know, they see him as an American, as somebody who represents this country when he is simply an individual? And then how do you navigate the world like that, especially if you save the lives of, let's say, our enemy or something of the sort, or vice versa? You know, like, he's a protector of life, and I love that, and I love these little like glimpses into his personality, how much that means to him, and also just the struggle of trying to do the right thing. And I just saw him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just literally the other day, but Pruitt Taylor Vince giving this little John Kent speech to him really just already, for the audience, just in the trailer alone, laying the groundwork for Clark's ideals, you know, the way that he was raised, the way that he views the world, and his delivery. I'm excited to see more of him. I'm excited to see him. I know him from X-Files most notably, but I'm excited to see him as Pa Kent here, especially after hearing this monologue. And just the visuals. I love the color grading. I love the entire aesthetic. You know, it's taking me a little bit to get used to the suit, but in this trailer, I think more than even the last one, I really was unbothered by it at all. Actually, I thought it looked really good in a lot of the shots. And the action, the spectacle, the world that we're entering, one that has already kind of been active and growing, and you got these different little things. And I didn't react to it, but I did watch the Peacemaker trailer, and we know that if you pay attention to the marketing and stuff like that and stuff surrounding the film, you can see how superheroes or people with abilities have kind of been compartmentalized into this way, and he's really kind of the only true rogue, it seems like, at least that we see. Which is why they're like, we need to know where you stand. Who do you side with? What team are you on? And he's like, none. Humanity. The side of right. And that's really going to be interesting to see, one, how that attitude maybe has a ripple effect on everybody else, because obviously we know there's other heroes in this, like Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, and Guy Gardner's Green Lantern. We got Metamorpho. We got to see more of his abilities at play here as well. And who was that buzz sawing off? I didn't recognize them outright either. I don't know. I really dug the vibe of this, the music, the aesthetic. And I love too that, again, because we're coming in, we're not getting like an origin story. This isn't year one Clark or anything of the sort. He's really kind of amping up his game, and obviously he's been causing ripples this entire time by doing so. And either during the film or before all of this, Lois already knows who he is. So I don't know if she finds out in this film pretty early on, if it's a plot point in this, or if they've already got that relationship where he's already come out to her. But her interviewing him as Superman, obviously doing her job, like in a very Lois Lane way and not holding back at all. And seeing how that riles him up, because she's asking the questions everybody else is asking. He loses his cool, because that's, at the end of the day, the frustration of trying to do what he does, and then everybody else trying to just turn it into something it's not, or make it more than what it's not. I found that really, really cool. When they're in the city and he's also fighting and all that kind of stuff with whatever it was he was fighting at the moment, but when he was just like, hey guy, eyes on me, trying to keep the focus on him. That's a great little, just small little way to show his care for the city and the civilians and stuff, because he's trying to keep that, you know, this enemy fixated on him rather than everybody else. And also just the way we get to kind of see a little bit of a little power moment from everybody else throughout this. That little like from Guy Gardner as a fucking green hand just whacks a bunch of people away was really neat. Yeah, dude, again, these trailers do a really good job at working their magic, from the visuals to the music combinations to all these things, to just do all the right things to hit the right part of my brain to get me so hyped up and swept into it. Because that's what they're designed to do. At least a good trailer is designed to do. And I feel like this does that, but I'm still trying my best to temper my expectations until I'm sitting in the theater watching this thing. But right now, every time I see something else, my fears, or doubts rather, get quelled just a little bit more each time. And I hope that this succeeds. And when I say I want it to succeed, I mean I want it to be good. I want it to do well, sure, but I want it to do well and be good. You know, I want it to be a good representation of these characters that I've grown up with. I want it to be a way for somebody who's never picked up a comic book, never seen one of the animated shows, never seen any of the previous films, to come into this and get a good, accurate idea of what these characters are about and what they stand for. That's what I hope this does, and we will just have to wait and see. Let me know if there was anything you caught in this that maybe I missed or didn't call out that we didn't already know about. You know, especially with whoever Buzzsaw Hands was. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. Make sure to stick around because once this movie's out, I will be doing a review for it, so stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sherritt, Your Scott, Robert Guiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Watchtower, Domi, Gregory Toner, Lily Chan's son, and Joshua Swinnell. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.